Oh, oh, I'm saying that. Everybody, alam mo na Yes, yes, correct. Good evening. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker. Today I am your host for the evening. My name is Badhum Das. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is a social and ISO certified international educational and training institute. In last 3 years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. RGP is internationally recognized and globally accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organizations. Institute of Global Professional is an educational institute that provides social work globally recognized and reportable. We serve student and community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective to increase one skill just by offering formal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate professional generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally, nationally, internationally to student, job seeker, job holder, and also for learner, the respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. RGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product. It's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinar, seminar courses, award quiz competition, mentoring, and counseling, etc. On the other side, we are also trying to offer more than 100 premium services for free, like create own portfolio website, resume builder, cover letter, motivation letter, and one knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can upgrade all day. Kids learning game website, free course, convert sites, and many more. We help empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement several training program, webinar, and offline online courses for youth and learner by professional trainer, speaker, and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by globally renowned professionals to develop all kind of youth and promote the education of their abilities and personalities. Spreading knowledge is crucial for the Institute of Global Professional. We believe that knowledge is love and light and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and will serve them with good research and practice method. We must have a genuine concern for the learner we represent. More diversity, growth, and innovation are required to lead a session with professionalism, passion, and integrity. RGB members are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individuals who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. Your support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next, with your continuous support. We already completed 1,718 webinars successfully. Moving to the next, with your continuous support, we already completed 1,780 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment, this is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website, www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you will be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy our services. So create your account for once with profile information. Note that with profile information, you will enjoy our feature. With mismatched data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace that. You have to join regularly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time oriented because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you are an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you are a host of IGP, you can download a certificate of gratitude. If you are online quiz competition winner, you can download a certificate of participation. If you are selected for a lifetime membership, then you can download a certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you participate in an award function which organizes combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can easily prepare and download 18 types of institutional certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate of Global Professional Membership, Certificate of Global Influence during the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge Seeker, Certificate of Social Activities during the Pandemic, Certificate of Achievement IGP Knowledge Seeking Campaign 2020, 2021 and 2022. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 1, Authentic Assessment in Teaching Learning. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 2, Teaching English as a Foreign Language and Assessment. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 3, Digital Classroom Engagement Tools. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 4, The New Trend in Education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 5, Upskill Organizational Leadership and Managerial Skills. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 6, Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 7, Research Comprehension Approach. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 8, Art in Teaching a Special Program in the Arts. Certificate of Participation Webinar Series 9, 21st Century Tool in Teaching Mathematics. Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador. Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which you can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you have to participate 1000 plus international level quiz with verified e-certificate. Now it's easier and time oriented because after the session, we will not provide you any code for certification. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, gamification tools for teacher. You can join IGP Alumni. You can check out our 50 Film Services website for free and many more. Dear IGP Well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical problem, we are late sending you on time. This is a great opportunity to collect your progress condition. We solved all issues from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You can check your dashboard for all alternatives. It's a cordial request to check our button and pages on our website. Surely I can say you will benefit. Thank you, but note that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our service. At present, we are going to start our 1719 webinar, which name is Overcoming Entrepreneurial Fears. And today our speaker's name is Dr. Daphne Suarez. She is from United Arab Emirates. Before I hand over the stage to our speaker, ma'am, I'll share a little bit about her. Founder and CEO of Crystal Moms Business and Leadership, Coaching Business Leadership, NLP, and Timeline Therapy Coach. Ranked 7 among the top business coach by the New York Journal and top 10 female coach by Yahoo Finance Genius. World Records Award winning international best-selling author. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with her presentation. Hello, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, my dear?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you, ma'am?
All good. Excited to dive in the session with you.
Ma'am, the stage is here. You can start your presentation now.
Thank you so much. A very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone from wherever you are tuning in. It's always an honor, and I am very excited always to connect with you through the IGP on these platforms and to share my valuable knowledge. So don't hesitate to take a lot of notes. Make sure you are in a quiet place so you can fully concentrate and dive into the session. And at the end, we'll give you an opportunity to get some clarification, ask questions if you have any during the Q&A session. So to begin with, I'll again just rush through some slides about an introduction of myself, although ma'am has already introduced me, because this will help you to understand me more and to connect better at a higher level during this session. So to begin with, as already mentioned, I'm Dr. Daphne Suarez. And I am your mentor and your coach for today during this session. I'm the founder of Carousel Moms Business and Leadership Coaching. That's my business logo and name. So you can take a screenshot to remember me and connect if you like. Now, who am I besides being the founder of Carousel Moms? I'm a business and a leadership coach, counselor, NLP master practitioner, and 11 times international best-selling author. Rather, at this point, as of right now, this minute, I stand as a 14 times international best-selling author. So that's good news. 3 books have just gone into best-selling author recently. I'm an international speaker and a mentor, as mentioned before. I have been declared as Coach of the Year 2023 and won the first Gold Place Award from Women Changing the World in UK. I have been declared amongst the top 20 entrepreneurs for 2023 by Entrepreneurs Herald. During 2022, the NYC Journal declared me among the top 30 business coaches. I was featured in the Times of London because I bagged Asia's Outstanding Women Leadership and Mentoring Coach Award. In 2021, I had the honor of being among the top 10 female coaches declared by Yahoo Finance in the females, and in the male was our guru of coaching, who doesn't know, Tony Robbins. So it was really an exciting moment. I have also received two Fakhre Pakistan awards, which is the highest awards for the pride of performance in Pakistan. And now, the long awaited session on the topic overcoming entrepreneurial fears. So, are you ready, my friends, to dive in, take notes, and later on interact in a Q&A session if you have any doubts and need further clarity? So, let's get moving. What is entrepreneurial fear? Is the first thing I want you to get very clear on this title so we can really take a more deeper dive into it. Entrepreneurial fear is a fear primarily which revolves around the concern of failing and includes a wide range of emotions and worries that entrepreneurs grapple with when they start and manage their business ventures. We all go through it as one phase or the other, and it is quite normal. All right. But as much as it's normal because you are human, we don't have to just sit in that fear. We need to know how to overcome it. Correct? It represents a significant psychological obstacle that can profoundly affect an entrepreneur's decision making, actions, and overall journey towards success overall. Moreover, in the context of this webinar, we will explore how entrepreneurs often face anxiety about relinquishing control when they confronted with uncertain outcomes, which is quite natural to happen. You can never predict the future, right? And what's going to happen. You go with the flow. Even as much as you might plan, things will happen unexpected. Venturing into uncharted territories can be particularly intimidating due to its inherent unpredictability. While such endeavors may lead to success, they also come with the potential for failure. Our webinar today aims to provide a comprehensive examination on the intricate nature of entrepreneurial fears and its impact on individuals like yourselves, for whom entrepreneurship is not just a career but a way of life. We invite you to join us for an in depth exploration of these topics during this session today. So don't hesitate, remove all fear. I'm here not to judge you, but to help you overcome the things that is stopping you from your growth and moving forward as an entrepreneur. Embarking on the journey. For most entrepreneurs, embarking on the journey of starting a business from scratch is a roller coaster of excitement and apprehension. And I do not know where you are, not necessarily all my audience is newbies, just start setting out. Even it happens with older entrepreneurs who may have been in the business for 10, 15, 20, 30 years. It happens. Each day brings unforeseen challenges and the unsettling uncertainty of where your decisions might lead you. The fear can either be a powerful motivator or a paralyzing obstacle to growth. So you have to see what exactly it is doing to you. Is it helping you to take another step, to step into the unknown, or are you retrieving, feeling frozen and stuck incapable of being able to move forward, not knowing what to do. Fear represents a significant psychological barrier for most business leaders, potentially deterring them from taking the necessary risks to achieve success. Whether it is fear of failure or the anxiety of stepping into the unknown, mastering these emotions is crucial for becoming a successful business owner. You need to understand each step as I will be breaking it into pieces for you. So you have just small bites to take at each step as I move forward to get the whole picture and overcome it. It's particularly normal to feel afraid as long as you keep pushing forward. For many, this fear, like I said, it could paralyze you or it could be your driving force. So what is it doing? And in business, is you go into business to grow, right? And progress is not a one-day thing. So if it's paralyzing you, then you need to take it. But again, what is it motivating you to take necessary action or explore and walk into the unknown? In this context, let's explore common fears experienced by entrepreneurs, both new and experienced, and their strategies to transform them into opportunities for business. So, are you ready to go into the fears without any fear? Is this you as a business owner? Just peeping from the gap to see do I fit in? What will happen tomorrow? What will happen next? Should I do it or should I not do it? So come with an open mind. Now we will be highlighting, like I said, I'll be giving you bite sizes of fear so that you can really understand what fears come to entrepreneurs. And maybe some you might agree with and say, yes, I am going through this. Or some you might not be aware of, but again, it will not, you will not lose anything by getting more information. So fear of failure, so this is the first one that needs to be addressed. One of the most prevalent concerns among business owners is the fear of failure, and it's this fear that often prevents them from taking significant action. According to a study by the Global Entrepreneur Monitor, the fear of failure can be a significant barrier to seizing opportunities and translating entrepreneurial intentions into entrepreneurial activities. This fear is frequently intertwined with issues of ego and pride, as it conquers images of unbearable humiliation and the agony of losing everything. Yes, it could be with you having images of unbearable humiliation and agony of losing everything. But you won't lose everything unless you let that fear get to you and you don't learn from it or take support, help, guidance, and work on that thing that is going wrong. Nevertheless, it's essential to recognize that failure is an inevitable part of life, and the entrepreneurial journey is no exception. It's crucial not to allow the fear of failure to hinder you from taking risks to grow your business. Instead, view failures as valuable learning experience, both in making good and poor decisions. And always have a plan B in place. With a backup plan, you'll never have to, really like drown in the thing of the failure that has happened or things that have gone wrong. You'll have the confidence to persevere even if things don't unfold according to your initial expectations, which is plan A. So, always please take note, have a backup plan, which you will call as plan B, to help you. And this is what happened in the recent, we all have come out from the pandemic, right? People had not perceived this and did not have a backup plan, a plan B for it. How many businesses collapsed and drowned during the pandemic? As a business owner, you need to always see the unseen things. You have to let your imagination go wild. Look at your surroundings. And I think the pandemic has been a big eye opener that if you're in business, whether new or old, those who are old, how they survived, I'm sure it was a massive learning of how you survived through it. And if you're new, maybe you have emerged because of the pandemic, you lost your job. But again, knowing that this thing has happened, who has said that it can never? We all pray it never ever happens again. But again, be prepared for the unforeseen thing and have a backup plan always in place. I hope I have got that very clear and you are taking notes about having a plan B in your business at all costs. Like I said, first of all, we did not perceive the thing of the pandemic. It happened, and that was really extreme. And we know that's in our mind right now that such extremes can happen, which no one ever dreamt of in their life. But then small, tiny things can happen. Like if you're in a factory, it could be that the factory, God forbid, catches fire. Or a certain, if you're giving products, a certain ingredients suddenly is not available in the market. If the ingredients is not available in the market, then what happens? Right? That means you do you have a substitute if that certain ingredients is not there? How will you satisfy your customers or make up for that gap? And if first is if you are only having one or two products, so if one also drops, what a major. So you have a backup plan for this, or you waiting for something to happen and then to wake up and start moving? It might just be too late for things. So you need to really think about this or what you will do and what is like this. I told you the another substitute ingredients. What will you do? Or what if your staff leaves? Or suddenly if you're in another country, your business is running and that country decides that certain nationalities will not be allowed to work anymore. And you have a certain nationality in your company. And what if that is the major, your major staff is from with that nationality? They have to leave. Are you ready for that impact, that fall? Have you ever thought of it? As a business owner, you need to think out of the box, that what might happen, and if it happens, what is my backup plan? I hope that is clear. Next is fear of taking risks. For business owners aiming for success, taking risks and pushing your company to new heights is a regular necessity. Do you agree with me? Hands up. At least I agree. You definitely have to take risks and you have to keep on pushing to new heights on a regular basis because you cannot stay stagnant in the same thing that you have started your business in. With every risk you undertake, you place yourself, your business, and your reputation on the line. I am well aware of that, but then you have to do it. There's no choice. Otherwise, your competitors will win above you. These calculated risks, when well planned and strategically executed, can yield substantial rewards and propel them to extraordinary success. Conversely, they also carry the potential for failure. To conquer the fear associated with taking risks, the pragmatic approach involves gathering as much information as possible well in advance and dedicating time to analyze data before making pivotal decisions. So maybe have a team of designated people who will analyze and keep doing this at a regular basis. By doing so, anxiety transforms into a structured plan, replacing the nebulous sense of dread and fear. In life, especially in the business realm, there are no certainties, making every decision a calculated risk. To build a thriving company and business, occasional risk taking is very important. We all take risks, right? At some point in life, you have taken a risk, even right now. No idea what risk you've taken to be sitting on this call. Maybe you're at work and you just put on your mobile or on your laptop, you open another window saying, this might help me, this webinar, let me just hear it, right? So maybe you're doing that, or you've left work early or stuff like that. There's so much things. We're always taking risk. Fear of change. We all as human beings change. With time, our age changes, our size changes, the color of our hair changes, our clothing, everything changes, right? Our footwear, so even our choices change. The same way that in business there is changes taking place, but then that fear should not get you. The human brain has a natural inclination to resist change. Exactly. We many times don't like change, although we make so many changes. Even when you're driving, you change the route because maybe the road is blocked. Google has told you, or you saw yourself that it's clogged, so you divert another way. So it's something a part of human thing, but we love to sit in our comfort zone. We don't like to change at all in any form. We like to stay where we are, but you cannot do that. Things happen, situations change, things change, weather changes, timings change, years change. So you have to change. Change is a part of our life. This resistance to change is a common trait in most individuals, not limiting to the business context, as many people, I said, do not want to change their style of dressing, clothing, hairstyle, footwear, or their jobs also. Many who work in jobs don't want to change their job, or their job title, their job position. They don't like it when they are promoted or something. They just like to sit in that same seat. But then, if you sit there, how are you going to grow and be the real person you are meant to be, your ultimate self? Change of any kind tends to evoke fear because we often perceive it as a threat to our current state of affairs. Business owners are no exception. They can become apprehensive about the future due to their fear of change, which can result in a narrow mindset. Because that door is going to keep on narrowing as you do not pass through it and take the risks of change. You are going to narrow and close your possibilities of change. However, it's essential to recognize that change is an inevitable part of life. In order to grow, to overcome the fear of change, it's crucial to assess the current circumstances and determine whether taking the next step is worth the associated risks. So you have got wisdom, you've got knowledge, you've got age, that you again use that and put it into proper use by trying to assess to your best ability. And definitely if you're networking with other business owners and your family, friends, so you will and then you follow up on the news, you will definitely get something of assessing what would be the next step of taking the risk. By making well informed decisions, you can better embrace change, fostering an environment conducive to innovation and progress. Isn't that wonderful? Fear of not being good enough. Dealing with self doubt and feelings of inadequacy can be a formidable challenge for anyone. After all, every one of us possesses flaws and weaknesses. No one is perfect. No one can have it all. No one can know it all. No matter how old you are, you always cannot know everything. However, for certain individuals, these feelings can escalate into a deep seated belief that they lack the necessities for succeeding as entrepreneurs or that their product or service isn't competitive enough. They become convinced that no matter how hard they try, they will never measure up. For these business owners, the fear of not being good enough can be paralyzing. It could also be that somebody's told you, your family or your friends said, you're good for nothing, you do not know this, look at that owner. And also, comparison can add to this because when we start comparing ourselves to others, we do it ourselves or others do it to us by telling us that, so and so. Like right now, somebody says, oh, look at Apple uh, company, look at Starbucks, look at Marks and Spencer, how well they're doing, and look at you. Do you realize how many years they've been in business? How many countries? They've also made, I'm sure, had ups and downs, had pitfalls, and they've learned from it and thought, well, period. No one is perfect. There is always everybody, they might not show it to you that they had pitfalls or problems, but people do face problems, and it's okay. You learn from this and you grow. Okay, so you need to really believe in yourself. Now don't get confused in the statement of the previous one. The next one. This is fear of not being good enough. Fear of not being good enough. Now I'm going into a very similar wording. It says fear of not knowing enough. So being good enough and not knowing enough are two different things. Okay, so ears open, eyes open, screenshots, whatever you like to take as I'm highlighting these points. It might sound simplistic, but the truth is that we're often unaware of what we don't know. Now, write this statement, what I'm going to mention in inverted commas. You don't know what you don't know. If you don't know something, so you don't know, right? So you don't know what you don't know. Get my point? Wonderful. Anyone has gaps in their knowledge or blind spots in their business understanding. And that's natural, it's common, it's part of human life that we all have. Even I have blind spots. I have also sometimes knowledge gaps. Recognizing these blind spots is the first step towards addressing them. If you have concerns that you might be missing important information or expertise, take proactive steps to remedy the situation. Take proactive steps to remedy the situation. One effective approach is to seek help. Ask for help. Reach out. Get Do away with your ego and your pride and go for it. Look for mentors and resources that can assist you in filling these knowledge gaps. I do it myself. I do my research. I look for mentors. I look for different resources and keep upgrading and keep learning. And that has moved me from here to there. Otherwise, how would I be able to move? Don't hesitate to solicit feedback from others at every step of your journey. However, it's important not to let fear lead you in a constant state of self doubt. Have confidence in yourself and trust your instincts. While seeking guidance and information is valuable, trust your ability to make sound decisions based on the information and knowledge and wisdom that you have. So even when you approach mentors, resources, or anybody, even going on social media, checking out people, YouTube, Google, and all, trust your own self also to make a sound decision to know what will work for you and your company. Trust yourself. No one can know you better than yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, how do you expect others to trust you? Why is it not moving forward? Yes. Fear of uncertainty. The concept of the unknown is challenging to articulate, which in turn makes planning a daunting task. Most individuals have an inherent fear of change, and this apprehension often leads them to avoid venturing into uncharted territory. The fear stems from the idea that they might lose control if they are unable to predict or manage potential outcomes. Those who have survived the pandemic know that where they still how through the times of uncertainty how they really progressed and transitioned into where they are. Stepping into the unknown is unsettling because it entails a level of uncertainty about how things will unfold. And yes, I've also been in that place when I was fearful of do it or don't do it, but you won't know until you do it, right? Because it's your business. You can one cap doesn't fit all. That just because some other owner has failed, you will also fail in a certain procedure or taking certain action steps. While it holds the potential for success, it also carries a risk of failure. It can happen, but that's not the end of everything. For many, entrepreneurship is not merely a career but a way of life. They have chosen this path because they believe in the ideas like your good selves and willing to invest the necessary effort to achieve these objects and objectives. If you wish to conquer your fear of the unknown, the first step is to take action. The first step is to take action. Focus on what you can control rather than fixating on what you cannot. Many times we look at what we cannot control rather than what we can, what is within our reach. So, first look uh, beyond, which is close to you, the first few steps before you look into the distance. Why look into the distance when you have to reach there? How do you reach the distance? To bridge the gap, you have to cross something. So look at that step by step to your goal. Focus on what you can control rather than fixing on what you cannot. Employ common sense and engage in fundamental research before making strategic decisions. Then, after gaining insights from your experiences, take action once again. This process can help you navigate the uncertainties of entrepreneurship and work towards your goals with greater confidence. Wow, I love that. Move and work towards your goal with greater confidence. It couldn't just get better. Fear of not being up to others' expectations. The fear of not living up to others' expectations as an entrepreneur can be a significant source of stress. And why do others matter? One thing, obviously, we have family, friends, colleagues, neighbors, and besides this, in business, you're either selling a service or a product. So others come in and that title of customers and clients. And that is what might be a source of stress for you. No one wants to disappoint their loved ones, and you may worry that if you fail, you won't be able to provide for your family or that you'll bring shame to them. However, as an entrepreneur, it's essential to chart your own path. Make a real graphic, write down everything. Writing down really helps because what's in our mind, this I'm sharing with you as a psychological effect, as a counselor and an NLP master practitioner. I highly ask you to write and write on paper with a pen or a pencil rather than just typing on the computer or using your notepad. That connection of putting it down on paper has a lot of psychological and many things will open up for you much better. All right. So make sure that you really take it down, write it, that how it is, and start building your path, like maybe a kind of a graphic, a pie chart, taking polls, making little, your own kind of things, because images do register a lot in people's mind, help you to remember things and work out things. That's why they use even maps for countries. In the end, it is your own dreams and aspirations that matter the most. It's important to recognize that you can't please everyone. And that's a reality. And your business cannot serve everyone. Because if there was, then how are other businesses also surviving, right? How many restaurants are in your country? How many clothing stores are in your country? Grocery stores, supermarkets, hypermarkets, malls, shoe shops, clinics, doctors, everything. There is not only one, there is numerous. So there's always space, and they serve a certain demographic, and you can do the same, because whatever you serve will serve a certain kind of people that you choose to serve. Some family members may not fully understand or support your decision to pursue entrepreneurship. The best way to address this challenge is through open communication. Talk to them and reassure them about your belief in your decision. Because when you show your confidence and your knowledge, they will borrow your confidence. If you yourself are fearful, you do not know what you're doing, and you're just what you bending yourself on what others are saying, and very flimsy and flexible and shaky, how do you want your others, even your family, to support or believe your decisions? You have to be convinced. Your first customer or client is yourself. Share with them the challenges you may face, while also emphasizing your dedication and hard work to turn your ambitions into a reality. Discuss any risk you plan to take and outline how you intend to invest time, energy in growing your own business. You have to be clear in your mind. As I said, make that chart, those graphics, it'll help you, because once you have clarity, you can explain to others. By involving your loved ones in your entrepreneurial journey and addressing their concerns with transparency, you can foster understanding and support. And this I have personally experienced by getting my family involved, whether it's my spouse or it's my kids, always sharing the way I feel. It has really helped me. And also my own ideas. So besides sharing with them, what happens as you talk with people and you share, your own mind starts opening, which you did not even there will be points where you have not thought of, and where as you speak to them, you say, okay, I can do this also. So you see, it helps. It's a win for you also as you talk to people. The fear of success. The fear of success resides at the opposite end of the spectrum. Some entrepreneurs may find themselves worried that their business ideas could become so successful that it becomes overwhelming to manage. Once that you want success, then you have the fear that if I get over successful, it'll become overwhelming. Gay Hendricks effectively addresses this concept in his book, The Big Leap. I repeat the book name, The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. He effectively addresses this concept of the fear of success, and he discusses the challenges that often accompany the path to success. He highlights that success can sometimes bring along significant responsibilities and pressures. To develop a healthy relationship with success, it's important to have confidence in your ability to not only build your business, but also to delegate tasks and responsibilities when needed. Additionally, it's essential to understand that what may appear as sudden success for some companies often involves years of work behind the scenes. I know where I have even reached, as I shared with you in the starting, my credentials and everything. It's been years and years, I would say. It's basically from my childhood also. It goes from my knowledge, education, school, how my parents raised me, taught me, my surrounding, my society, my country, everything. As the saying goes, right? It takes a village to raise a child. So I was raised by a village. So you are also raised by a village. There are so many people who contribute to who you are. So, this extended journey allows founders to gradually adapt the different levels of success and develop the skills required to handle it effectively. Success, when approached with preparation and a growth mindset, can be manageable and a fulfilling endeavor. I'm sure it's getting exciting, right? As we are drawing close to the end of our session, just a few more to go. So, fear of expenses. Yes, this is something that I'm sure the people all fear, that if I go in business, how much money I want, business loss, business investment, and blah, 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 blah. It goes on. So, dreaming big, creating a solid business plan, and establishing clear goals and objectives are essential steps as an entrepreneur. However, taking the leap to invest your finances or savings and incurring significant business expenses can be a daunting challenge. Yet, it's fundamental reality that moving your business forward often requires a financial commitment. But then you have to make a plan, your study of how much, what, and where. And this is a mistake that new business owners make. They go investing money into just the wrong places. And as they progress, they realize, oh my God, I didn't need to invest in this company. That one is better, or this mentor is not so good. There's somebody else better. So, first explore, research, study, think about it, discuss with family, friends, and others, and then come to a point. Don't go after the shiny balls, which is called people, mostly new entrepreneurs become a victim of the shiny ball syndrome. They see something very fancy, glittery, or somebody with all the pomp and show, and they run after them just to find that they drown their money. So don't be a fool. Even in a low overhead, cost effective business, there will come a point where you need an injection of funds to market your brand, develop a professional online presence, or invest in necessary equipment like a new computer, maybe a camera since you're online, or a whiteboard, or whatever, or a mic and stuff like that. While committing to these expenses, entails risks. Not investing in your vision could lead to your business hitting a plateau. It's a crucial part of the entrepreneurial journey to recognize that the balance between prudent financial management and strategic investments that propel your business towards growth and success. You need to use your wisdom. Like even I see people who are, using social media. Sorry, I was just reading a comment on my next device of this webinar. Somebody posted a comment, so I'm just going through that. Okay, so the thing is that you people who are put their business on social media, they go paying for paid ads in the starting without knowing. That's crazy. If you do not post properly, you do not know your content, your target audience, your niche and avatar. What are you posting? Posting about your child's birthday only, posting about you going for a walk in the park, and you expect people to come and engage with you, buy your services and your products, or you are only doing one thing. No, it calls for a lot. And it's the best what I have found, which is most successful when getting a mentor or a coach to guide you, is to get somebody who has gone through that. been through that journey. Many might call themselves mentors, but have they been personally through it? Because a lot of things you learn when you personally go through it, and this is something that cannot be learned in the books or in the news or anywhere that you're watching, YouTube, Google, or anything. Are many things that you learn through practical appliance yourself. So when you look for a mentor or a coach, make sure that person has been through that journey and has been successful. Because that experience, like when I talk about expense investing, I know in the starting of my journey, I did invest even in training in the wrong place and I regret it. But well, I had no one to guide me. So I did it on my own. And now I know and I can guide others that no, don't do this or don't do that, or this is how you find the correct person that you should choose as a mentor. I don't normally give the names of people. I will get my clients first to do a research themselves. I don't believe totally in dictatorship. Do a research. Let's discuss why you are choosing that person. What did you see? And then I would throw questions and discussions, and then we would come to a conclusion whether that person is a right fit for working with you and helping you through your problems. Even in a low overhead, cost effective business, there will come a point where you need an injection of funds to market your brand and create your online presence. It's crucial to use this in your business of how you are investing your money and what you are investing in. Okay, so write the shiny ball syndrome. Please take a note. Do not come under that syndrome at all. Okay, because you might literally lose. Next, we come to fear of saying no. This is something that many of us have been taught, that if somebody asks for help, always help. People ask for something to borrow your thing, give them. People ask, never say no. As an entrepreneur, you must learn to say no. If you want to be successful, not always saying no, you have to use your own wisdom, but you must be ready to say no when needed. The fear of saying no is a common challenge with most human beings and also entrepreneurs. While the journey begins with grand dreams, a solid business plan, and well defined goals, can be daunting to enter the realm of financial investments and significant business expenses. Yet, it's an undeniable reality that business progress often necessitates a financial commitment. Even in businesses designed for cost effectiveness with minimal overhead, there inevitably comes a point where financial injection becomes imperative. Just like myself, I needed more knowledge. I needed to, like, even now, I keep on going for trainings. I invest in myself and everything. But now I know what is really working for me, where I should go, what I should take. So when you're taking a mentor or coach, stand on the shoulders of giants who have gone through this process so you can stand strong. These funds may be allocated for processes like branding and marketing, establishing a professional online presence, or acquiring essential equipment, like mentioned before, a computer or a mic or something, or even maybe a VA or a secretary or a team. So it depends what you need to hire. While committing to these expenditures comes with the inherent risks, it's equally crucial to recognize that not investing in your vision could lead to stagnation. Striking the right balance between prudent financial management and strategic investments is a pivotal aspect of the entrepreneurial journey, driving your business towards growth and success. As an entrepreneur, it's essential to evaluate whether the projects you accept align with your broader objectives. Do these ventures resonate with your core mission and long term goals? Alternatively, are you taking on numerous isolated projects that don't significantly contribute to your reputation or overarching vision. It's perfectly acceptable to decline certain opportunities. Yes, indeed, it is okay to decline certain opportunities. So you need to really evaluate things and see. It's perfectly acceptable to decline certain opportunities to ensure that the capacity to say yes to the right ones that align with your strategic direction. Say yes to what aligns and what is working for you. Learning when and how to say no is a valuable skill in steering your business in the right direction. So learn to say no when it's needed. We were speaking all about fear, and now I invite you to write this and keep this before you. What exactly is fear? F is for face, E is for everything, A is for and, R is for rise. So face everything and rise, my dear friends, my dear entrepreneurs. You got it all. You can do this. There is nothing you cannot do. Fear should not get you, but fear should be your driving force to face everything and to rise and soar to your success. Repeat after me. And we'll do this at least. Close your eyes, sit back, put your pen and paper down. Yes, close your eyes. I am stronger than my fears. Repeat after me again. I am stronger than my fears. 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 Yes, my dear friends, you are stronger than your fears. You're beautifully made. You have wisdom and knowledge. Conquer it. Step out into the unknown with all the wisdom and the love that you have. You've got this, my friends. Here's my website. You can scan the QR code or you can visit it by typing Linktree Carousel Mums. There are some freebies in there. You can know more about by the books that I have also contributed to and stuff like that. So you can also connect further with me on my website. I'm on LinkedIn by Daphne Suarez. My email address is Daphne Suarez at carouselmoms.com. Yes, I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook by Carousel Mums and also on Instagram by Carousel Mums. And now I'll share a little video clip. This wasn't me, maybe you could say 20, 30 years. I made myself to who I am and where I am. I've transitioned. I've faced my fears, and not that fears totally go away forever. There will always be fear, and fear, there is good fear and bad fear. Sometimes fears are good, just like if a lion is going to bite you, isn't that fear good that you avoid a lion? So, because you might, if you didn't have the fear of the lion, you might go and the lion might eat you up completely, right? So I do have fears and different fears come, but I have learned how to approach it through my different journeys of uh, failures, mistakes, errors, trials, stepping into the unknown and everything. I have done it. And that's why I share this video of me because this is where I am today as a confident entrepreneur, a mompreneur, being a business and a leadership coach, a counselor, a NLP master practitioner, and as mentioned 40 times, international best-selling author. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this video. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for patiently watching me share all my thing. And now we'll wait for the host to join back and take over. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your rich content presentation, which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your presentation.
You're
Now, ma'am,
very
it's
welcome.
time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable ma'am, please stay with us. After a short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear
Sure.
IGP Namaskar, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a webinar certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, ma'am. Welcome back to our participant. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an online quiz competition. Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an online quiz competition. Ma'am, our first question is from Flami. Hi everyone. Hello, ma'am. Dr. Daphne Suarez. Why do entrepreneurs have a fear of success? Thank you.
A very good question, and I think I've highlighted more, but still I will answer your question. All right. Why do they have the fear of success? Because when you start a business, you're starting new. You do not know what to expect. Many times we have not even done a research in the field that we are going, the products or the services that we are providing, and what competitors are offering. So you, when you've not done your research, and many times even if you've done your research, you cannot know everything, right? So you are just walking into the unknown and things pop in. Then you have people maybe trying to, for some reason, come in the way, spoil your name, spoil your products, overtake you and stuff like that. So that is why entrepreneurs go through this. If you are totally immature, then yes, as an entrepreneur, you might not even know that such things exist. And sometimes I have had people coming to me and saying, I didn't know that there was something that competitors could override us, or people could, copy my product or sell fake products. I know in certain countries, people take a company name, just change one alphabet, and they use similar names. So an uneducated person would not know. Like I remember when I was with Philips Electrical Company, there were some companies that opened as Philip or Phyllis, and the poor people did not know that. You know what a reputable company Philips Electrical Company is, and then these other companies were coming and they were selling things, and the poor people were buying it. And many were like, we did not know it. Even I did not know it that time. I was just in my late teens. But then, because I was in the company working and being in the sales and marketing executive team, I very well knew that what was going on. And then they shared all the thing, and then I've grown up with that, knowing that things do happen with similar names, and how people are, you'll get many people who even try to cut you, get your customers and everything. A lot goes on. So if you are not aware of this thing, then that's different. But better be aware if you're standing out in amongst a crowd. Like, you can't go on the top of a cliff without knowing what happens there. Whether the wind is too much, or you don't have the right equipment. You're not adequately dressed. How did you go in up the cliff? So just a little bit of common sense one needs to use. I hope I have answered that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, our next question is from Liutrim. If a person has the negative option of me, what impact will that actually have on my day-to-day life?
My question to you would be, why does that person impact you? What is their relationship with you? Who are they to you? What is their importance? And why is it really so badly affecting you and influencing you? Are you a people's pleaser? If you are a people's pleaser, my friend, bothered about every Tom, Dick, and Harry, what they have to say and feel about you will never be successful. You cannot change people, okay? What you have to do, be yourself, be authentic, really give your best. If you are cheating people, if you are faking things out, then yes, people will start having more negative. But even when you are positive, people can have, you cannot control people's mind. Like in my past webinars, I've many times spoken about the circles of control. The first circle of control is yourself. Control what is within your reach. Then you can, maybe your family, your children, your siblings, your parents. And then there's a circle of control which you cannot control. Can you control the world? No, you cannot. Right now, I'm also sharing on this webinar. I do not know who is hearing this. But then you have to go from the first circle of control of taking care of yourself, building confidence. If you have confidence in yourself, you know yourself inside out, and that you're giving the correct services or products. Keep going, my friend. Don't let others' negative opinions, you do not know why they are negative. Maybe because they're jealous of you, or they are your competitors and trying to down you. So don't be influenced by the words people say, empty words, because that will never let you progress as an entrepreneur. Thank you. Next question, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Our next question is from Bhala and Orago. What's an overcomable fear in entrepreneur?
My question to you is, have you attended the full webinar? I've highlighted a lot of fears and what's not unovercomable. It's what you don't want to work on. I have spoken on different fears: the fear of failure, the fear of taking risks, the fear of change, the fear of not being good enough, not knowing enough. uncertainty. Now, if you are not ready to take action, see, we all are humans, we are all different, and there might be something that it's okay if you have a fear of whatever of these points I've covered. But then, what action are you taking? Are you approaching somebody as a mentor or a coach to help you, or another entrepreneur to guide you step by step in doing it? Nobody can help you unless you help yourself. That's the way it goes in entrepreneur. If you are stuck, you need help, reach out, because you cannot know everything. Get a mentor, get a coach, get somebody to break it down and find. Sometimes what happens, what I have noticed as a coach, that when we look at clients, they come with something else. I think I don't know enough. And actually the fear is because that they are actually living the fear of somebody else. And then through the sessions, when we really go deep diving, we find that it was never their thought. So you need to find out really and be honest and transparent with yourself, that really, is it your fear, is somebody else's fear, or is it something else that you are saying to overcome, to cover your other things. Many times human beings like to hide other things, and so when they hide other things, they are, put a cover, that bed sheet, that blanket over something else, by saying something else is the problem. So you have to come unmasked, remove the mask that you are wearing in your to yourself. Be honest and transparent. As long as you're wearing that mask and hiding things from yourself, you can never help yourself. And if you don't want to help yourself, how can anyone help you? Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, there is a question again from Luty. How do you overcome fear of failure in entrepreneurship?
There's a lot to be researched in this area. Fear of failure. Why have you got a fear of failure? What has caused you to that point? Sometimes I will tell you that the fear of failure could be something from going back to your childhood, nothing to do with your entrepreneurial journey. Something that maybe you failed an exam, you did something, and you got such a thrashing from your parents that you literally don't have the courage to do something. That is what you need, a mentor, somebody to explore if you cannot do it on your own, because many times others can see what you cannot see within your own self. So that is when the fear of failure, you walk with somebody who can hold, like, a child, when they are scared to go down the stairs or cross a bridge, they hold mommy or daddy's hand. But that's how they overcome that thing of walking. Oh, no, no, the bridge. When you have those kind of soft bridges or those planks, they go wobble, wobble, and it's very scary when you see the way they move. That anybody who wants to walk, even I am scared. I may make sure that I'm feeling very firm with the railings I'm holding. So what happens when a child crosses that, or you cross that thing? Hey, it was not that fearful. Why was I freaking out really? So we sometimes need that hand holding. And there's no harm in taking a hand of somebody who has been through that process, who has been through those problems, to guide and lead you and help you to overcome. For me, I know that I've overcome all this and still overcoming, not all actually, I would say, but I've overcome a lot through different trainings and mentorship and therapies and different things. It's a long journey. It's not a 1 day process or a 1 hour process. Yes, ma'am. The next question, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your answer. Ma'am, there is no more questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, ma'am, for your
You're
time in
welcome.
IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable ma'am, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new date. Thank you, ma'am. Take care.
Thank you and God bless to all of you.
Honorable ma'am, before I move to the next, if you want to leave the studio, you can.
Thank you.
Dear IGP Knowledge Seeker, it's time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. For some technical problem, we cannot continue the quiz session from our website. So, to join the quiz session, you have to go www.slido.com and the code is 4044246. I repeat the code 4044246. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. People, we are going to start our quiz session right now. Our first question is overcoming the Myers is what entrepreneur trait? Option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 55% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhalnoraga is holding the first position. Our second question is entrepreneurship provides experience with overcoming obstacles, setting and meeting new targets. And option 1, gaining a larger customer base. Option 2, meeting new people. Option 1 is the right answer. 87% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhalnorara is holding the first position. Our third question is overcoming problems with what is currently available shows that the entrepreneur is. Option 1, resourceful. Option 2, innovative. Option 1 is the right answer. 57% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhalnoraga is holding the first position. Our fourth question is AI to assist entrepreneur and managers in overcoming cognitive limitation during innovation idea generation. Is it option 1 or 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 39% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhalnoraga is holding the first position. Our fifth question is body develops immunity after overcoming a disease. Option 1, source. Option 2, acquired immunity. Option 2 is the right answer. 96% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhalnoraga is holding the first position. Our sixth question is Who the story is about, who is overcoming the problem and changing. Option 1 setting, option 2 main character.
আমি সবসময় মেয়েদেরকে ভালো বলি, মেয়েদের পক্ষে আর আমি একটা কেন একটা মেয়ে আর একটা মেয়েকে তারা ইচ্ছা করে জোর করে তাদের পক্ষ তো এই জন্য কয়েকটা পেজের লিস্ট করেছি।
Option 2 is the right answer and 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhanuraga is holding the first position. Our 7th question is dash at the core of the Buddhist teaching and focus on suffering and overcoming desires. Option 1 or option 2?
কারণ আসলে এটা মেনে নেওয়া যায় না, কারণ আমি পড়াশোনা, আপনারা জানেন আমার ব্যক্তিত্ব, আমার সামাজিক পরিচয় সবকিছু মিলিয়ে অনেক কিছু, মানে অনেক সেলিব্রিটির চাইতে আমি আলাদা। কারণ আপনারা আমাকে অনেকেই বলে যে প্রফেশনাল না, আমি এগ্রি আমি প্রফেশনাল আর্টিস্ট না। কোন দিক থেকে বলবো? প্রফেশনাল আর্টিস্ট হলে কি করতে হবে? প্রফেশনালি করতে হবে, বিভিন্ন অফিসে যেতে হবে।
Option 2 is the right answer. 68% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhanuraga is holding the first position. Our 8th question is, what is one of the laws that liberal feminist belief shows gradual overcoming of inequities? Option 1 equal pay act. Option 2 child level laws.
মাত্র 9 মিনিটের মধ্যে ব্রাইডাল মেকআপ করে ইন্টারন্যাশনাল
Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhanuraga is holding the first position. Our second last question of the session is, what is one of the laws that liberal feminist belief shows gradual overcoming in inequities? Option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 86% people are right here. In the leaderboard, Bhanuraga is holding the first position. Our last and final question of the session is, something dash is overcoming or overpowering completely. Option 1 opponent, option 2 overwhelming. Option 2 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Online quiz competition for we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition winner top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competence certificate on our official Facebook page and group, Institute of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say, properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy and stay safe. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, try to a goal, not a people of things. Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the like button, again, want to thank all our GP